Can you guess how the women's fashion industry revolutionized the construction industry? Well, today on Garage School, I'm unlocking 5 tape measure secrets. Shh, that's just one of them. I want to give a huge shout out to Leah of CJ Drill and Richard Maxey for being the first 2 to leave a comment on our last video. What do you mean, is it metric? If you haven't yet, hammer that subscribe button so you're never tardy for Garage School. I'll never forget the first time I picked up my daddy's tape measure and I dropped it. I thought I broke the little hook on the end because it was super wiggly. I knew I was gonna be in big trouble. Turns out the little hook was designed to wiggle or float. It was many years before the secret of the floating hook was revealed to me. It turns out the floating hook was a simple innovation. If you notice, the hook moves just enough to compensate for the thickness of itself. Pro tip: if you bump your tape measure against the surface, or if you hook it onto the surface, your tape measure stays true to the measurements. Take a look at your tape measure. Flip it around. Somewhere on there, you're going to find a number. See that? That is the measurement of the length of your case. In this instance, it says that it is 3 inches. Watch this. I'm going to measure the case. Flipping my tape measure over, and magically you see that my case is exactly 3 inches. Why is that important? Well, the next time you take an interior measurement, read the tape measure itself at the case, and then add to it the case measurement. Because if you try to read the tape measure by bending it at the corner, then your measurement is not going to be accurate. Take a look at your tape measure. Most tape measures have a little black diamond located at 19.2 inches. I know that sounds crazy because 0.2 is a fraction if divided by 10. Like in the metric system. Anyway, I digress. To understand why the 19.2 inches is on the tape measure, I'm gonna have to fast forward to a quick lesson in the standard sizes of manufactured building materials. A sheet of plywood measures 4 feet by 8 feet long, otherwise known as 48 inches by 96 inches. Understanding the 96-inch part is the secret for unlocking this mystery. If you divide 96 by 5, guess what? You get 19.2 inches. I need you to put that bit of information in your back pocket. We'll go back over it when we talk about the framing of joists and trusses. Have you noticed that the tape measure is slightly curved? Turns out that the concave shape on the tape measure actually helps it stay straight when you pull it out. The concave design on the tape measure actually helps it to keep rigid. That way it doesn't go flapping all over the place on you. You see? Now for the part you've all been waiting for. Tape measure roll, please. Picture this. Great Britain in the early 1800s is bustling with innovation. Not only is it responsible for the imperial measurement system, but the women of Great Britain and their fashion sensibilities were the precursors to today's modern day tape measure. As it turns out, the Winchester standard of measurement and the petticoat were barely holding on by a thin wire in the 1800s. Wait. Did somebody ask what's a petticoat? A petticoat is a type of underslip for a dress that makes it puffy and stand out like a big bell. Petticoats were hot and uncomfortable and quite easy to trip over. Thanks to the innovation of the wire tape, the bulky petticoats were made lighter and cooler. As nifty as a wire hoop underskirts were, they didn't last for long, but the metal tape is still a staple in the construction industry today. James Chesterfield is credited for transposing the measured increments from a fabric tape measure to the metal tape strip. This innovation grandmothered in the new construction tape measure. Turns out the metal tape was both more durable and accurate. It also made it possible to measure greater distances. The wire tape replaced the chain link system, similar to the 10-yard chains used in American football today. Oh, you know I wasn't going to allow you out of garage school without a pop quiz. What is 96 divided by 5? Leave your answers in the comments below. I'll see you next time on Garage School. On the next episode of Garage School, let's discuss burning an inch. Now you're dismissed.